Hi, I'm Tony, this is Slack, welcome to Smog Vlog. Today we're coming at you with a mini vlog. I want to call it micro,
So
you say mini.
Tiny, teeny, and crashing your head.
And welcome back into the room, whatever the fuck that got edited down to.
Yeah, so micro vlog, mini vlog. Why is it so small? I get asked so frequently. But yeah, okay, we are doing a mini vlog. So that was July, because we're at the end of fucking August now and we still haven't done a vlog. Why have we not done a vlog? So many reasons, and most of them not good, to be honest. Life's been pretty tough. We're not off to the sympathy vote here, but you know, we're just like being real. We've had a couple of illnesses between us, and I'm spending nearly all of my time looking after my poorly doggy. She's got epilepsy and her back end's going, and I've been sleeping on the sofa for the best part of a year now, I think, and yeah, it's pretty tough. And so finding time to do this, you know, we sort of get ready to do it and then something happens. You know, the last time we were due to film, I canned it right at the last minute, which was the right decision to do because she had a seizure that night. Yeah, so yeah, sorry guys. We're still loving doing this. We love it even more when we get time and opportunity to do it. You know, we don't like doing stuff half-cocked. We like doing it properly. You know, you've seen the length of our videos. You know that's how we do it, and so we don't want to half-arse stuff. So yeah, there's been less content, and you know, we've got so much cool stuff waiting to review. I just can't wait to get to it. But you know, it's not about that. It's vlog time.
But just quickly before we get into that micro mini vlog that we were talking about, apologies also for the lack of lighting. One of our bulbs has actually blown when we tried to turn it on.
Blown a model. Ing light. So yeah.
Apologies. But anyway guys, on to the first article titled FML FDA FTW.
We got through it. Yeah, so FDA, like in a surprising thing, you know, we're over in America here, you know. Scott Gottlieb has joined the FDA, as was we announced, like, you know, back in May, maybe a while back anyway, and we said at the time we were hopeful that, you know, because he's come from a vaping background, you know, and we're hopeful things were going to slightly change there. And while there's not been major change yet, the deeming regulations have been backed off from 2018 to 2022, which, you know, an extra 5 years. So what that means is right, anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought because Tony was like, why has this dude got a vaping background? He was GlaxoSmithKline, and yeah, he was on the board of Glaxo, but also he was with another vaping company, which we reported in our previous vlog. So if you keep up with the vlogs, you know this already. I'm not going to rehash it. Anyway, he was more, you know, aligned with vaping than the previous FDA sort of lineup were, and so we were hopeful that something good was going to come out of that. And so far, the good thing is this extra 5 years that it's bought. Now, what it meant was that there was a line in the sand from way back, 2000 and something. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But there was a line in the sand way back, you know, years ago, that, and anything from that point, you know, when the FDA first dreamed up this cockpiss idea, anything from that point would have had to have been submitted for approval and go through PTSD or whatever it's freaking called, PTMA. I don't even care.
The testing.
Yeah, it had to basically get certified, and because the date was so far back, it would have meant all of the vaping stuff you know and love would have been, you can't sell this anymore, and that, you know, that was like a big sort of like, you know, wow, we thought we had it bad in the UK, this would have been terrible. Now, while currently that is still technically in place, the deadline has been moved to 2022. So And not only has the deadline been moved to 2022, but the FDA are actually sort of expecting people to keep selling and making this as a business, and that's really good. 5 years extension, which means things should stay the same as they are, basically, in America. Yeah, and companies can still keep going. People can still keep getting off cigarettes onto vaping. And who knows what happens in 5 years' time. Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse!
Maybe.
Yeah, so Slack always being on the side of, internet kittens, unicorns, everything fucking fluffy in the world. Tony being on the side of, it's a fucking harsh world out there, strap a pair on, get ready to kick some fucking heads.
Did he say strap on?
While the 5 year thing is good from the vaping sort of aspect, it's been done in my cynical mind from two aspects. One, to keep it, come on, don't be afraid to vape. This is a vaping channel, that's what we do. I've been doing it all the time that you've been talking.
I know, I was just being respectful and doing it quietly, unlike you with the...
Okay, well, Slack's turn this time to interrupt with obviously the noise that vaping makes, even though it's a fucking vaping channel, but we're going to gloss over that, and I can't remember where the fuck I got to. So, anyway, the 5 year thing with Scott Gottlieb, done for two reasons, really, just to offset the vaping public so that an uproar doesn't happen due to these fucking deeming regulations coming in, but also that 5 years, probably his tenure will be up by then, and it's then on to someone else's problem. The flip side to that is that you're given another 5 years to accumulate more vapors to the cause, so that if shit does go down in 5 years' time where they try to fucking pull this shit again, there's more voices there to say, oi, no, fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, I mean, another good thing about it will be that there'll be more research by that time, and we just hope that, unlike a lot of the research we see, it's done fairly and properly and is accurate. It's not just like give a bunch of lab monkeys some e-cigs and see what happens. Proper research is done. That's what we want. In 5 years' time, maybe we'll find out. It's not all good. Who knows? We just don't know. Yeah, no, we won't.
It won't. It's not a long term. That 5 years won't give us a long term study. A long term study is 20 years. But it will give us more research and hopefully more ammunition from the likes of Public Health England's around the world with their 95%.
96, 95. Oh yeah,
95.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, the good thing is the vaping industry can keep selling, the stuff that's out there now for another 4 years, and also that gives it a lot longer if they do have to submit everything for review, for appraisal and certification, sign off, hall pass, whatever, then there's longer to get that sorted. And also, I think the general consensus was that nobody knew how they could submit something and get it through. It was like a big and so it will certainly give more time to get that sorted. Now, that's going to be really good, not only just sort of from us, the vapors, but for the vaping industry. And if that industry can continue to grow in its current state, just getting the numbers up, getting the money up, then it becomes a more sort of formidable force. Smoking's reducing around the world globally. People are sort of like declining on the amount of smokers, and that if that's going into vaping, that becomes the big money industry where tobacco is no longer.
Yeah, we had this conversation earlier downstairs before we started recording, and that's how this sort of like two-sided approach happened. That we've got all sunshine and light over here, and we've got fucking
hostility and beard. Let's go with that.
Let's go with that. The world is effectively run by greedy politicians, and it's how fucking bad you want to go with it, as to what they're willing to do and how much money will be thrown at them, especially by big conglomerates, which is what a lot of these pharmaceutical companies are. So I don't know who's going to have the upper hand here, whether it's the amount of money being thrown at them by big pharma versus the amount of numbers that vapors are going to be in that 5 years' time.
Yeah, but even if that is, that cynical view, even if that is exactly how it is, the fact that we've got this sort of 4 or 5 year reprise is nothing but a good thing. It gives, because we were being shat on big time as vapers, especially in America. Things were looking grim, and while they technically haven't really changed that much yet, there is the promise of change at the end of the tunnel there, a bit of light, and we've also, well, okay, we'll find out what happens in a few years' time rather than next year, so yeah, that is good. Another thing that's sort of come about from Scott Gottlieb and this new thing, which, okay, it's not vaping, it is smoking, traditional tobacco smoking. They are now looking to regulate the amount of nicotine in traditional tobacco cigarettes, which I think may also encourage people over to vaping. People who are on the stronger cigarettes already, maybe that's going to be another incentive. Because you've got the health reasons anyway, and if they're then cutting the nicotine, but all the other stuff's still in there, maybe people will think now's the right time. People who are already really stuck on smoking. Just another thing that makes vaping look a little bit more appealing. Maybe.
Again, devil's advocate, hi. Playing that double-edged sword for you straight away, I don't think the American public have a restriction put on them for the amount of nicotine level that they're allowed. Like we are, we're not allowed...
Are you talking vaping or cigarettes? Because I was talking cigarettes.
I know. But I'm talking about the effect. If they're willing to do that for cigarettes, how long is it then before they start saying, well, you don't need 72 milligrams nicotine, really, do you? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I don't need 72 milligrams, Mr. Government? Fuck off. My point is that the American public don't have a restriction put on them as to how much nicotine they're allowed. That you can still probably still buy the 72 milligram nicotine in America. You can't do it in the UK anymore because our fucking government said.
Well, it's not our government, it's Europe, but our government bowed to it. They could have stood up against it, but chose not to. Thanks.
Point being is that if they're going down that road with cigarettes, how long is it going to take before they start taking a stance on vaping as well? Everything's always a target. Okay,
that about does it for the FDA for now. Anyway, on to our next and possibly last article in this mini vlog. Like I say, we have cherry picked some good stuff, the big stuff, the stuff that we think sort of fairly relevant, rather than the standard day-to-day pitchforks that you get in the newspapers. Anyway, UK smoke free.
So released earlier today, when this article was written, on the 19th of July, the government released their tobacco-free something or other, tobacco control plan, that was it, to the general public, outlining their plans for a smoke-free UK.
Yeah, Britain's idea of smoke-free UK is sort of 5% or less of smokers, 1 in 20 people, which is, crazy that, it's 15% at the moment, or 15.5%, something like that. It's quite a high number of smokers, and the aim is to just get that right down. Their plan to do that is to get all the areas in the UK sort of doing their own thing to help get their own people off cigarettes, using sort of tobacco cessation methods. Public Health England, 95% better for you, vaping, and it is the most like-for-like way that there is for giving up smoking. So hopefully we're going to see a reduction in tobacco smoking and an increase in vaping, which will certainly be good for the cause of vaping. It's going to force the hand for more research and hopefully less pitchforks.
The silver lining in this one, though, coupled with that information from earlier, that the government is looking to be more pro-vaping now, with sending out information to the various areas of the UK to say, let's get a push through to lower these smoking numbers and increase, not necessarily them saying increasing vaping numbers, but definitely stop the smoking. And one way to stop smoking is to make more vapors out of everyone. Is the other bit of this document, this document they've put out, saying that they'd be actually quite willing to look at this, the TPD document that was put out to the whole of fucking Europe, and potentially take that more Italian soft touch approach that we were hoping for when it first came in.
Yeah, I mean, what Tony's talking about there is Brexit. As we leave Europe and we no longer have to comply with that, then yeah. As long as the crux of it is, as long as we're not going to risk public health, then we'll look to make some changes. So that's good. And vaping, Public Health England, it's better than smoking. So
the thing is, that's the whole point of Brexit, is that when we leave, I mean, if we leave, we'd have no set of instructions. We'd just push it all away, and that's not good for the country. So before we actually leave, they're looking at all the instructions that the EU has put out before us, and they're going to be hopefully making the best choices about what to keep to do with everything in our daily fucking lives, and that includes this tobacco products directive. So they'll be looking at it and saying, right, is this a good thing, is it a bad thing, shall we modify it slightly?
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be very fucking nice.
Yeah, no, this 2 mil tank malarkey.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we said it was going to be a mini vlog, and it really is, because this is the end.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we're not going to go through our videos and all the stuff, the questions and stuff. If you've got questions, hit us up in the comment section below. Find us on social media. As always, it's fine. We'll answer anything we can. Also, get in touch. Let us know what you guys have been up to. You got any new kit? Got any interesting new mods, anything like that? Let us know what you've been vaping on. It's always great to hear from you guys.
Guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yep, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Like I said, hit us up with questions here or there. But for now, guys, thanks for watching Smog Vlog. I think, are we out of focus? I don't know.
You look okay. I look okay now that I'm squinting. Haven't had that for a while.
I was going to say, it's not really had a freaking time warp there.
But anyway, guys, on to the first article, titled... Did you want me to carry on with this?
Yeah.
FML, FT, FDA. Fuck me, here's another 5 minutes coming up. Ready? Well, that's kind of what it is. Alright, let's do this. Ready?
No.
Ready?
No.
Ready?
Yep.
While the 5-year thing is good from the vaping sort of aspect, it's been done, in my cynical mind, from two aspects. One, to keep it... Come on, don't be afraid to vape. This is a vaping channel. That's what we do. I've been doing it all the time that you've been talking.
I know. I was just being respectful and doing it quietly, unlike you with the... Anyway, carry on.
Because I've got so much option.
Yes.
Is that good?
Turkish delight. Identify where we can sensibly deregulate.
Deregulate, that's the word. I'm looking at that, it's like...
Deregulate?
I'm saying it in my head and I'm like, that's not a fucking word. What does it say? Deregulate, thank you very much. Thank you. It's good that we can work through this.
Stop touching me.
Alright. Soon. Am I out of focus? Are you look good. No, it's my eyes. Yeah, no, if I squint and do the monkey face, it comes back into focus. Your aim was a bit off there, you're a bit low. Try and... You always shoot, you should always aim above and through. Above and through.
I like it when it comes...
Always aim for the headboard.
No, I like it.
Aim for the...
I see. The penny dropper.
We told you we were knackered. It took him 3 seconds to get that one.